In Bakersfield, the high school game of the year. Bakersfield High versus Foothill High. This exciting prep football game is brought to you by your friends and neighbors of Pacific Gas and Electric Company. PG&E sponsors this game through its interest in encouraging wholesome youth activities and as a service to the boys in the game, their families and friends, their schools, and their communities. Now, here's your play-by-play announcer, Harry Mitchell.
Thank you very much, Bob, and a very pleasant good day to all of you. We're up here in our booth high atop Memorial Stadium to bring you what we hope will be a very exciting ball game between the Drillers of Bakersfield High and the Trojans of Foothill High. Before we go into the lineups and I introduce you to our spotters, I want to thank very sincerely all of the staff of both high schools. Principal Dr. J.S. Wallace, the Bakersfield High, Athletic Director Bill French, who has been so cooperative, Head Coach Paul Briggs, and his assistants Earl Sargent and Don Harrison. Our visitors are in the white jerseys this evening. The Drillers will be the visiting team. The home team will be the Trojans from Foothill High. Spotting for the Drillers tonight, Tom Ford. And Tom, we appreciate your coming up, and we'll chat with you a little later on in the game. For the Trojans from Foothill High, the principal, Mr. Arthur Johnson, our sincere thanks to him. And to Athletic Director Chuck Bainbridge, who was up just a while ago to see if everything was okay, and we sincerely thank him. Head coach is Dale Permenter, and his assistants are Bobby Zell and Elmer Stritchfield. Frank Pitts is doing the spotting this evening for the Trojans from Foothill High. They will be the home team tonight, designated as the home team and in the dark jerseys. The boys are going through their calisthenics out on the field, and we'll bring you all the information here that we can before we get into the lineups. I want to remind you that at halftime, during this ball game, I think you're going to be very entertained and very interested because we're going to have a very special pictures at an exhibit by Mussorgsky, the very famous composer, of course, the great Russian composer. Used several of his paintings at an art gallery for his source of inspiration when writing the music that you will be hearing at halftime tonight. The Trojan Band of the Foothill Modern Dance Club will reverse this process by taking this music and presenting their interpretations of the music through formations and marching and lots of dancing. The music you will hear in the suite at halftime will be many of Mussorgsky's famous works, such as Children Quarreling at Play, and Oxcart Ballad of the Enchanted Chicks, The Hunt of Baba Yaba, and The Great Gate of Kiev. So at halftime, we'll have lots of excitement for you this evening. All of this, of course, is brought to you by Pacific Gas and Electric Company, and we certainly do appreciate their fine subscription. We'll be chatting very briefly for them throughout the game. There's a wide view of the field on your screen. We're sitting high atop the press box, as we always do, and we're privileged to telecast one of these games. The boys down at the far end in the dark jerseys, Foothill High School Trojans, and they're going through their calisthenics and getting the muscles limbered up ready for a great ball game tonight. And win or lose, both teams will be out there giving everything they possibly can. As yet, we have not seen the Drillers enter the field from Bakersfield High, but they will be along very shortly. I want to point out to those of you who follow principally college and junior college ball that unlike that particular type of ball with 15-minute quarters, we have 12-minute quarters during the game, and the game will move along rather quickly. We have a crowd up here this evening that is a good one, and regardless of the size, the important thing is the tremendous excitement generated by both of these fine clubs from Foothill High and from Bakersfield High. At halftime, as I mentioned, we will have some very exciting things going on for you. Right now, let me turn to the tentative starting lineup as we see them here from the booth right now with Tom and Frank. In the dark jerseys tonight, the home team from Foothill High School, the Trojans, and I will be calling them the Trojans and the Drillers throughout this game. Let's take the line, first of all, from left to right. At left end, Bob Lane weighs 175 pounds, number 44. Left tackle is Chuck Brent, 215 pounds, number 71. Left guard is Frank Provençal, 170 pounds, number 60. At the center is Steve Johnson, 177 pounds, wears number 50. And in come the boys in the white jerseys. These are the Drillers from Bakersfield High School, and a big cheer from a fine and enthusiastic crowd. Long again on the left side of the line, Pat Preston. Excuse me, I was going with Foothill High. We came down to Frank Provençal, left guard, 170 pounds, number 60. At center is Steve Johnson, wearing number 50 on the back of his jersey, the dark jersey. He's at center, 177 pounds. Right guard is Andy Ariola, 164 pounds, wears number 64 on the jersey. Right tackle is Mark Hultgren, that's Hultgren. He's a big boy, 207 pounds, number 72. Right end, weighing 186 pounds, wearing 86, is Steve Hubbard. In the backfield, the quarterback is Jim Thompson, number 22, 152 pounds. At the halfback spot, John Ackerley, number 26, 158 pounds. And Mike Reber, R-E-B-E-R. Mike weighs 175 pounds, wears number 33. The fullback is Charlie Harris, wearing number 34, and he weighs 180 pounds. Going over now to the drillers from Bakersfield High School in the white jerseys. Let's take the line, first of all, from right to left. At right end is Pat Preston, 187 pounds, wears number 80. Right tackle is Keith Smith, and he is a big boy, 221 pounds, wearing number 94. Right guard is Bart Thurber, 175 pounds, number 74. At the center is Sammy Golmar, that's Gollmyer, number 59. At left guard is Bill Jackson, number 67, weighing 180 pounds. At left tackle, weighing 208 pounds, is Bob Simmons, wearing number 79. And at left end is Pete Wachob. Now that's spelled W-A-C-H-O-B, but pronounced as in K, Wachob. Number 46, weighs 160 pounds. In the backfield for the drillers from Bakersfield High, at quarterback, we have Ricky Well, W-E-L-L. Weighs 164 pounds, stands 6 feet tall, wears number 38. At the halfback spot, Art Bryant, number 48, 176 pounds. And Pat Strable, that's S-T-R-A-B-L-E. Pat weighs 183 and wears number 41 on the back of his white jersey. At the fullback spot is Vander, that's the first name, V-A-N-D-E-R, Brown. Vander Brown. In the fullback, 175 pounds, wears number 44. Those are the starting lineups tentatively, and of course we'll have any changes that come along from Tom Ford and Frank Pitts, who are here with binoculars and without binoculars, and they'll keep a very close eye on the field. PG&E, very proud indeed and pleased to bring you this fine baseball game. You know I'm a baseball nut, of course, all the way up and down the line. Football game, and it should be a good one this evening. The weather is, so we say, chilly, about 52 degrees, but the wind has died down. At least it seems so to us, because we are in an enclosed booth, thanks to our director, Mr. Lyle Murphy, who was up here this morning with hammer and nail with all of his assistants. We are completely closed in with a nice glass front. I do notice, however, down at the goal post to the left end of the field, that the streamers are fluttering off to the left, meaning the wind at the present time is blowing from our right up here in the booth to our left. The halftime activities, as I mentioned a while ago, are always something to see, because we had a chance to see the halftime activities a bit earlier between North and South. And these young people out there, of course, in their fine costumes, band instruments, and we had the young ladies out there twirling the batons with all kinds of fine formations. And I think you will find that our halftime activities here this evening in the second game of this doubleheader will be very sensational, too. Bob McNabb, incidentally, is my crutch up here, and he will be passing along little notes from time to time. Well, here we have a vintage car coming in. Wish I knew what it was, and I'm a vintage car bug, too. It's not a Model A, my boy. Oh, sirree, because you see, I'm a Model A fan. On the other side, that is definitely not a Model A. This one down here, it looks like about a 1924 vintage. That's not too sure what it is. Across the way, we have coming along in the chariot. Who are those boys? Are they the Trojans? Are they the cheerleaders coming along? I see. Trojan cheerleaders as the vintage car passes and the newer car comes on. We have a parabolic microphone set up high up here on top of the press box. You will be able to hear the commands of the cheerleaders even. And lots of halftime activity, which we are sure you will enjoy. All of that, of course, we take our hat off to our chief engineer, Mr. Ward Bledsoe. One of the poor golfers, incidentally, of the staff of Channel 23. had the unfortunate opportunity of playing with him not so long ago. It won't be too long here now. The bands are coming down and will take their positions, of course, in the stands. Here come the Trojan cheerleaders, as you see on your screen, directly in front of the rooting section. And they're getting out of their chariot now. Very quickly before you run the backfields down again, those of you who might be keeping the chart at home. In the backfield for Foothill High, now remember they are acting as the home team tonight in the dark jerseys. We have Jim Thompson, Mike Reber, Charlie Harris, and Johnny Ackerley. And the visitors tonight with the white jerseys, the Drillers from Bakersfield High School. In the backfield, Ricky Well, Pat Strable. I understand that Pat does a lot of work for this Driller team. Arthur Bryant and Vander Brown. That is not one name. Vander is the first name. B-R-O-W-N is the last name. I was looking at our Foothill Driller official menu as we came in this evening, and I have failed as yet to see any of the officials listed. That information we will try and get you as the game moves along. I'm double checking it for you now, and the officials are not listed. You know, I can't say too much again for the tremendous cooperation that has been given to all of us at Channel 23. Here comes the band on the field from down way to our left. Marching in an upright position and mighty proud. Let's listen to the band. At Channel 23, and we appreciate it a great deal. We're changing our board around now. As of the moment, the officials are in the center of the field, talking with the two representatives from each team. And before too long, this ball game will be underway. Kicking will be I think the Drillers elected to kick. Now, we'll see here. We'll take it very closely. The Drillers will do the kicking and defend the west goal. The Drillers from Bakersfield High School, the visitors in the white jerseys. In the dark jerseys, Foothill High School, the home team, the Trojans, to our right. Let me remind you again that the quarters are 12 minutes in length. Not to be confused with junior college and college ball games for 15 minutes. Drillers to our left, Trojans to our right. Trying some conversions at both ends of the field right now. Here are the officials. I do not have their names, and I am certainly remiss in that. I should have double-checked, but I presume that they would have been in the official menu that we received when we came up above the press box. So they are not listed, and I would like to give them credit because they always do such a fine job. All of the people responsible for this telecast will be shown to you at the end of our performance. And there are many who have worked very hard to get all of our equipment. This is truly a job, getting the equipment high above Memorial Stadium so that we can sit up here in comfort in a very nicely enclosed booth with a glass front and try to bring you all of the excitement that we know will be here tonight down in that green floor. They're giving a lineup right now for all the people in the stands, not only young people. I noticed a number of moms and dads, too. And a goodly crowd is here on a night that should prove to be a good one for football. The wind is not going to be any problem whatsoever. As I say, it is just a little bit down to the west end. Boys are running out on the field as they're introduced, and we have given you the lineup, so we let you simply listen now on our parabolic microphone, and you can pick them up as they're introduced.
Starting right there, number 44, Bob Lane. The left tackle, number 51, Charles Britt. The left guard, number 60, Frank Rosenthal. At center, number 50, Steve Johnson. The right guard, number 64, Andy Ariola. The right tackle, number 72, Mark Holmgren. The right end, number 86, Steve Hubbard. At quarterback, number 22, Jeff Thompson. And left half, number 26, Johnny Ackerley. And right half, number 33, Mike Reaver. And from the fullback, number 34, Sean Hunt. Referee Red Carpenter. The umpire, Vern Hubbard. The linesman, Skip Burke. And the field judge, Jerry Crow.
Well, there you heard the tail end of the introductions, also the officials, and I am getting a new program coming up. I had an opening game, that is the first of the doubleheader program for the officials, and I'm not sure whether they're carrying over into our second game. Cliff Johnston is on his way down to take care of that for us right now. But you did hear the names of the officials. They will be doing their usual good job. And you heard the introductions, the tail end of the introductions of the players. Again, very quickly now in the backfield for the Drillers from Bakersfield High School. And may I mention again, I will be calling the Drillers and the Trojans tonight. It's much easier than trying to come out with Bakersfield High Drillers and Foothill High Trojans. Pat Scrable will do the kicking, by the way, for the Drillers. In the backfield is Vander Brown, Scrable, Ricky Well, and Arthur Bryant. And for the Trojans, it's Mike Reber, Charlie Harris, Johnny Ackerley, and Jim Thompson. Taking the final workout now. 2 units on the field, 3 units for both teams. As I mentioned a bit earlier, the head coach is Dale Permenter for the Trojans, and the head coach, of course, known for many years here in town, Paul Briggs for the Drillers. Assistant coaches Earl Sargent and Don Harrison for the Drillers, Bob Ezel and Elmer Stritchfield for the Trojans. Thank you very much, Bob. Here are the officials for you once again. The referee is Les Carpenter. The umpire is Merv Dovers. The linesman is Skip Birch. And the field judge is Jerry Crow. Carpenter, Dovers, Birch, and Jerry Crow. Thank you, Robert. As I mentioned earlier, Bob McNabb is here right on my left and will be feeding me information as the game goes along. Frank Pitts and Tom Ford, both members of each squad, respectively, incidentally. Boys, you are out because of minor injuries. Is that the reason? And oh, how they wish they were down on that field. And I presume once in a while, and it's awfully hard when you have spotters to pay attention to this playing board that we have, because they get so enthusiastic and get carried away. They want to get up and holler and scream for their home team. But we put a couple of weights on both of them, and I think they'll stay down in the season okay tonight. Hi, Rod. Rod O'Hara just came up to our booth. Rod is an avid watcher and listener of football. In fact, Rod, I think you played a little ball yourself, didn't you? Yes, indeed. That was up Merced way. PG&E bringing you this football game, and we are indebted to them a great deal. We'll have, as I said, some very short messages throughout the game, and they have held their commercial content to a minimum, for which we are very grateful, and I know that you will be too. Okay, here's the fine little pep talk now on both sides of the field, as you can see. Last-minute instructions. We'll have the drillers to our left. We'll have the Trojans to our right. The drillers will be doing the kicking with Pat Grable. Drillers coming out now, getting set. Putting that football down on the peg, kicking from their own 40. This game is just about ready to get underway. Don't forget 12-minute quarters. And by all means, don't you miss the halftime activities. They will be something tonight. Jim Thompson and John Ackerley back in the safety positions to receive this kick. And we're just about set to roll. Pat Grable facing himself. There go the Trojans out in their defensive receiving positions. And as the fellow says right now, there is no score in the ball game. Those of you who are with us all during the game, I will be mentioning this score many, many times for those who join us. Pat is back on his own 30. Moves up. The ball is in the air. It's caught on the goal line by Ackerley. He's moving up across the 20 to about the 23, where he was tackled by Pete Walkup. So it'll be 1st and 10 to go. Trojan ball on their own 23-yard line, 15 yards in from the far side of the field. Out of the huddle now off to the line of scrimmage. Jim Thompson calling the signals. And he takes and keeps, and coming down, cutting over left tackle, and moves up to about the 29, where he was tackled by Ernie Ageri. Just about the 29, almost midway between the side stripes. Picked up about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4 yards to go. Lon Franklin is in the ball game, replacing Mike Reber. At right half, Lon Franklin. Jim Thompson calling the signals of the Trojans. A handoff and into the line. Stopped by Bill Jackson. It was John Ackerley carrying. And he moved the ball up very, very close to the first down, lacking about a yard. Reber's back in at right half. 3rd and 3. Trojan ball on their own 32-yard line. Jim Thompson calling the signals. And he hands off to Charlie Harris, tries the right side, stopped by Bob Simmons. Pulled the ball up to about the 35, and it is the first down. Lon Franklin in at right half for the Trojans, replacing Reber. 1st and 10 to go on their own 35-yard line, directly midway between the side stripes. No score in this ball game. And handed off to John Ackerley, right down the center, moved up to about a yard and a half, perhaps. He was stopped by Pat Preston. Picked up 2 on the play. The 2nd down and 8 yards to go on the 32-yard line. 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Mike Reber back in again at right half. Jim Thompson calling. Takes the handoff, keeps, and comes on down, finds a nice hole, finds some daylight there, finally stopped by Bob Simmons, down at about the 45-yard line. And it's a first down. The second first down of the evening for the Trojans from Foothill High. Ron Franklin back in again.
First down. Ball is on the Foothill 45-yard line.
Trojans ball, 1st and 10 on their own 45. Takes one handoff. Tom Jeffries made the stop. Charlie Harris did the carrying. It looked like a fake, but it wasn't. He kept and moved into the center up to about the 49-yard line. Picked up 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. Griever back in at right half of the Trojans. Huddle on their own 40, drifting out now up over the ball. Lee Johnson. Jim Thompson calling. Thompson pitches out to Charlie Harris, and he finds some room and moves on down across the mid-stripe down to about the 43-yard line, where he was stopped by Pat Barrett. Pat Barrett, number 40, made the tackle. The ball is on the 43-yard line. Another first down. Ball now resting in Driller territory. No score in this football game. Thompson with the ball. Turns the corner, comes down across the 35 for nice yardage, where he was finally stopped by Pete Wacom, WACHOB. And it is about a yard short. Picked up 9 yards on the play, 2nd and 1. Trojans ball in Driller territory on the 33-yard line. Thompson hands off to Ackerley, and he moves downfield and is stopped at about the 26-yard line by Ralph Johnson. Ralph wears number 47, and it is a first down, and time is being called out by the Drillers. You know, your friends and neighbors from PG&E often are asked by school students and their parents too, just how is electricity made? Well, perhaps many of you watching this game have wondered what goes on when you flip your electric switch for lights or television or one of the many appliances around your home. Well, there's a booklet PG&E has produced especially for school students called Instant Electricity. Now, it tells in easy-to-understand terms and simplified drawings just how electricity is made. Whether from falling water, steam turbines, atomic energy, or natural geysers. It explains about transmission of electricity from generating plants right to your home, what substations do, and even how fuses and circuit breakers work. Now, this is an easy way to learn about electricity for your own curiosity. All you have to do is stop in at your local PG&E office and ask for a copy of Instant Electricity. They'll be glad to give you one absolutely free. It'll be 1st and 10, Trojans ball on the Drillers' 26-yard line. Jim Thompson calling the signals. Hands the ball off to Ackerley, tries the right side where he met Pat Preston, a 187-pounder. Picked up about a yard on the play. Let's call it the 25. It's across the 25. Mike Reaver in again at right half for the Trojans. The Trojans have moved steadily downfield. They took the kickoff and have moved on down ever since. Jim Thompson with the ball, and he is going to pass. And it is incomplete. It was intended for Bob Lane. Incomplete. Covering was Pat Barrett for the Drillers. That's the first pass of the ball game. Incomplete. Lon Franklin in the right half. Mike Reber out. Bringing in a play. 3rd and 9. Price is in for Jeffries. 3 and 9. Hands off to Ackerley, and Ackerley turns the corner. Was it Franklin? He was stopped by Bruce Smith. Franklin stopped by Bruce Smith of the Drillers. Picked up 2 yards on the play, so it's 4th and 7 yards to go. Brummer in for Thompson at quarterback for the Trojans. 4th and 7, no score in this ball game. Going to try a field goal from the 23-yard line, and Lane will attempt the field goal midway between the side stripes on the Driller 23-yard line. Steve Brummer will do the holding. It's 4th and 7. No score. 4 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter. All of this brought to you by your friendly folks and friends at PG&E. From the 23. It's in the air, but it's off to the right and short. Slid off the right side of the loop. It's a touchback now, so we will have the Drillers on the offensive for the first time this evening. It'll be 1st and 10 to go, with Well, Bryant, Brown, and Scrable in the backfield for the Drillers from Bakersfield High. No score in this football game. Out of the huddle up on the line of scrimmage, offensively for the first time tonight, the Drillers. Ricky Wells following the signals, pitches it back to Pat Scrable, and he hits the left side of the line, moves to about the 25. He's tackled by Johnson. Picks up 4, it'll be 2nd and 6. The ball about 16 yards into the far sideline. Out of the huddle, over the ball, Ricky Wells calling signals. And into the center of the line, Pat Scrable again. Number 72, Hoagland makes a tackle. He moved across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Gary in for Pete Wacom. It's 3rd and 3. Drillers ball. Sammy Gomar up over the ball. Ricky Wells calling signals. Pitches it out to Vander Brown. He turns the corner, comes down to about the 30. Lane and Brent making the tackle for the Trojans. See where the officials spot that ball down. Gary is in for Walker for the Drillers. Reber in for Baggins. 1st and 10. It's good for a first down. And right straight down the middle goes Scrable, and he moves down. Lane tackled him at about the 44 to 45-yard line. He found daylight through the center of the line that time. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. No score in this ball game. And this is a rivalry this evening, I'll tell you. Drillers ball. 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. Scrable, he couldn't turn the corner. He got hit by Thompson at about the 44, and that was it. His forward motion stopped. Coming way out to his right, trying to go on downfield, but some opposition was there. Bagwell in for Reber for the Trojans. Ricky Well up over the, quarterbacking and calling the signals. Takes the pitch out, hands again to, this time, to Vander Brown. Goes slants off left tackle. And he was tackled by Bagwell at about the mid-stripe. Walkup in for a Gary for the Drillers. It's 3rd and 4 yards to go. We move the ball down to midfield. Nice reverse to Bryant, and then he takes out to another man out there to the left and to Well, and he tried to go on down way off to the left side. Bagwell and Johnson making the tackle, moved the ball down to about the 46-yard line. We'll see when the officials mark it. And it is good for a first down. First and 10 to go. Drillers ball on the Trojans, 46-yard line. 15 yards in to the far side of the field. No score in this ball game. Right straight down to the center is Strable again, and he is moving. Is he on his way? He's knocked out of bounds around the 12-yard line. Let's make that the 17-yard line by Ackerley. Johnny Ackerley knocked him out of bounds. Looks like he had running room there for a moment. Picked up 29 yards on the play. It'll be first and 10 to go. Looks like there is a penalty coming up. We're talking now with the Trojans. It will be against the Drillers. For clipping, 15 yards against the Drillers. Moves the ball back to the Trojan 48-yard line. A clipping penalty, 15 yards. First and 12 yards to go. First and 12. Vander Brown, tackled by Brent as he moves to about the Chuck Brent to about the 46, 7-yard line. We'll see when it's spotted. Picked up 2 on the play. Second down, 10 yards to go. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. No score in this ball game. Third and seaman in for Wellen Bryant for the Drillers. Quarterback calling the signals, and we have a man going back to pass. It's a long one down over the right side, almost to the 10-yard line. It was intended for Gary. Thompson and Ackerley guarding the play all the way for the Trojans. Incomplete. Bagwell in for Reaver for the Trojans from Foothill High. It'll be third and 10. Incomplete pass. Just seconds remaining in the first quarter with no score in the ball game. Well and Bryant back in for the Drillers. Fading back to pass, and it is complete down to the 35, and he's hit at about the 33 and moves to the 30. It was Pat Preston catching that nice pass. Ackerley made the tackle for the Trojans. It's the first down on the Trojan 30-yard line. I see it spotted on the 29. First and 10 to go. Drillers ball, and there is the gun ending the first quarter of this ball game. You know, in football, the lineman's rugged job is made a lot safer by the equipment he wears. And PG&E's linemen are protected in much the same way. Here's an example of what I mean. Remind you again, 12-minute quarters, high school football. Spotters Frank Hitz and Tom Ford doing a great job for me. Okay, Drillers ball at first and 10. Right over the center of the line. Down to about the 28-yard line. Strable carrying. He was stopped by Johnson. Steve Johnson. Picked up 2 on the play. It'll be second and 8. 15 yards in from the far side. Gary in for Walker. Who in for Areola. Out of the huddle up on the line of scrimmage. It's second and 8. Fading back for a long pass down almost into the end zone. It was a little long. It was intended for Gary. It was incomplete, covered all the way by Bob Lane. No score in the ball game. We're in the second quarter, just starting the second quarter. Walkup in for Gary. Pete Walkup. 3rd and 8. Drillers ball. Again, passing. And almost intercepted. Padilla almost intercepting that ball. It was intended for Scrabble, Pat Scrabble. Padilla almost intercepting. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 8. Drillers ball, and the Trojans 27, 15 yards in from the far side of the field. Seaman is in for Bryant for the Drillers. And we're going to try a field goal. Well holding, Scrabble will do the kicking. The ball is in the air, and it's good. It's good. A beautiful, beautiful kick. Beautiful kick. Dead between the uprights, and believe me, it was at end. There's the scoreboard for you in the second quarter. Drillers 3, Trojans nothing. 11 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Beautiful kick by Pat Scrabble. 3-0 is the score. Drillers will do the kicking from their 40. And the ball is in the air. It's a long one down into the end zone. Thompson has the ball. A touchback. Johnson, I think, wasn't quite sure whether or not he was in that end zone. He was going to move with that ball. So it'll be 1st and 10 to go on their own 20-yard line. Trojans ball. 1st and 10. No score in the football game. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. And don't forget those halftime activities. They will be very exciting indeed. Lots of things planned for your edification and enjoyment. Jim Thompson calling the signals. The Trojans. Man in motion out to the left is Ackerley. Thompson with the ball, across the 20, the 25, and comes up to about the 27. Jeffries making the tackle. Tom Jeffries and Preston for the Drillers. Picks up 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3. Ball is moved to this side of the field. Franklin is in for Mike Reber in the backfield for the Trojans. Man in motion out to the left. Ackerley over left guard. Moves to about the 29-yard line. We'll see when they unscramble out there. Tommy Jeffries is the key man on the tackle. Reber is back in the ball game with the play, that's for sure. Lon Franklin out. 10 minutes remaining in the half. No score. Or, excuse me, 3-0. Yes, we had a fine field goal. The Drillers 3, Trojans nothing. 3-0. It's 3rd and 1. Trojans ball. Right straight into the center. Quarterback seat. Pat Preston on the bottom of the pile there with Bruce Smith. And did they make it? Yes, it is a first down. It'll be 1st and 10. Franklin back in again for Reber. Another play coming in. 1st and 10. Trojans ball on their own 31-yard line. He's being rushed. Can he go? He's down back in the 25. Bill Jackson got him. He was moving back there to fire one, but Jackson was right on him, had him tailed all the way. Back in the 25-yard line. Reber back in for Franklin for the Trojans. Long little information from the head coach. Out of the 100. Drifting up on that line of scrimmage. Johnson down over the ball. Thompson calling. Moving back again to the pass. Ackerley catching. Complete. He moves to 25 to 30. He's still moving down to the 35-40 and is knocked out of bounds about the 42-yard line. Robeski making the tackle. Number 61, Jim Robeski. Beautiful pass. Franklin back in again for Reber. So it's a first down for the Trojans. The ball is being placed officially down now at the 42-yard line. 15 yards in from the far sideline. Picked up 17 on the play. It's first and 10 to go. Trojans ball. Thompson calling the signal. He hands off to Ackerley, and he finds some room over right tackle and comes down to about the 48-yard line, stopped by Wacob and Pat Preston. Ball is on the 48-yard line. Let's call it the 48. Reber back in for Franklin. Picked up 7 on the play, second and 3. 3-0 is the score. Drillers leading 3-0. Jim Thompson calling signal. Second down, 3 yards. Ackerley with the ball, trying a power play down the middle, and he moves. Robeski, number 61, making the tackle, Jim Robeski. And it should be good for a first down. It is. Midway now between the side stripes. The ball, however, is on the Driller 46-yard line. Franklin back in for Reber again. Smith in for Robeski. Trojans ball. Ackerley takes the handoff and moves down to about the 40, where he was hit by Pat Preston. And it's officially being put down at the 38. Gain of 8 yards on the play, and time has been called out by the Drillers. You know, your friends and neighbors in BG&E often are asked by many school students and their parents, too, just how electricity is made. Perhaps many of you watching this game today have wondered what goes on when you flip that switch, that electric switch for lights or television or one of the many appliances around your home. Well, they have a booklet BG&E has produced especially for school students called Instant Electricity. It tells in easy-to-understand terms and simplified drawings just how electricity is made, whether it's falling water, steam turbines, atomic energy, or natural geysers. It explains all about transmission of electricity from generating plants right to your home, what the substations do, and even how fuses and circuit breakers work. This is an easy way to learn about electricity for your own curiosity, if nothing else. Why don't you stop in at your local PG&E office and ask for that copy now of Instant Electricity. At your PG&E office, they'll be mighty glad to give you one absolutely free. Time has been called back in. It's second down, 3 yards to go. Trojans ball on the Driller 38-yard line. End split out wide. Thompson calling signals. Harris carrying and moves right down the middle across the 25 down to the 20. Pete Walkup finally got him at about the 20. Oh, he found a fine opening there. It will be a first down for the Trojans on the Driller 20-yard line. The Trojans have moved. Picked up 16, a nice play. Let's watch that very exciting play by an instant tape replay.
Thompson calling signals. Has the ball, hands off to Harris. Harris moves right down the middle, and he's on the move across the 25 down to the 20, and he's finally tackled by Pete Walkup at the Driller 20. It's first and 10. Trojans ball on the Driller 20.
Thompson with the ball. Finally turns the corner, but he found a lot of opposition. Pat Preston and Pete Walkup, I'll tell you, may have picked up a yard. You see where it's officially marked. He picked up 4 yards on the play. Reaver back in for Franklin. Second down, 6 yards to go. Trojans ball on the Driller 16-yard line. 15 yards in from this, our side of the field. Thompson calling signals. Harris takes the pitch out and moves down to a touchdown. Walkers and Preston were trying to nail him, but he moved. Listen to that crowd. Lane will try for the extra point. Brummer holding. Lane kicking. From within. And it is no good. Blocked by 2 or 3 fellas at the center of the line there. Thurber, Goldmeyer. So the score now is 6-3. Trojans leading with 5 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first half. And again, I'd like to remind you not to forget about the halftime activities. They're going to be very exciting, very informative, and I think you'll enjoy them during this fine ball game today. Grable and Brown deep for the Drillers. And doing the kicking for the Trojans, Lane. From his own 40. Trojan 6, Drillers 3. Whistle and the kick. Going to be about the 30. The man takes it up, down from 35 to the 40, up to about the 43. Seaman carrying the ball. Holker making the tackle. So it'll be first and 10 to go. Drillers ball on their own 43-yard line, midway between the side stripes. Ricky Well doing the calling. Out of the huddle up on that line of scrimmage. Pull the ball to about the 45. Grable with the ball. Poole making the tackle. Okay, picked up 2 yards and play second and 8. Drillers ball on their own 45-yard line. Well calling. Grable with the ball, finds an opening and moves across the mid-stripe down in Trojan territory to about the 47-yard line, where he was stopped by Morris Holgren, Hultgren, right tackle for the Trojans. First and 10, good for a first down. Grable again, taking that handoff and moves to about the 44-yard line. Again, Hultgren on the tackle. Picks up 3 yards on the play. It'll be second and 7. The score is Trojans 6, Drillers 3, with about 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Ariola in towards Johnson. Brown in motion. Grable with the ball. Across the 40 down to the 35. And Lane making the tackle for the Trojans. Moving the ball 15 yards now to about the 32nd. It is a first down. On the 34-yard line. It'll be first and 10 to go. Drillers ball. Will calling. Brown in motion out to the right. Grable again. Turns and goes down across the 30 to 25, down close to the 20. This table is, as usual, doing a lot of work tonight. Bagwell making the tackle for the Trojans. Good for another first down. It'll be first and 10 to go with 2 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the half. Score Trojans 6, Drillers 3. Well over the ball. Brown has the ball into the center of the line. To about the 19, he was stopped by Frank Provençal. Second down, 8 yards to go. Drillers ball in Trojan territory. And they've been moving. Brown in motion out to the left. Grable with the ball. He's trapped. He's trapped by about 4 men. Grant and Hubbard with the T-boys. Lost 5 on the play. The ball is at the 24-yard line. Drillers ball in Trojan territory. Minute 4 remaining in the half. Trojan 6, Drillers 3. And this is a good ball game, I'll tell you. Well calling. Takes the handoff, keeps. Looking, fires. Incomplete. Intended for Preston, and Johnson is covering all the way. A minute 29 seconds remaining in the first half. 6-3, Trojans leading. All brought to you by your very, very good friends at PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Stillmeyer with the ball, well calling. Takes the handoff again. He's going to run. He was looking for the receiver. Couldn't find one. He's moving. He's down to almost the 10. He's forced out of bounds at about the 12-yard line by Jim Thompson. And they fail to make the first down, so the ball goes over to the Trojans. It'll be their ball, first and 10 to go on their own 14-yard line. 15 yards in from this side of the field. A minute 20 seconds remaining. 6-3, Trojans leading. Thompson calling signals. Ackerley with the ball. Comes up to about the 15-yard line. He was stopped by Bob Simmons. Second down, 10 yards to go. No gain on the play. Poole in for Provençal. Steve Johnson over the ball. Jim Thompson wiping off the hands on that towel. Charlie Harris into the left side of the line. May have picked up a yard. Stopped by Keith Smith. He's a big boy, too. 221 pounds. Looks like running into a rock wall. Picked up 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7. Move the ball across the 15 up to about the 17-yard line. And time is being called out by the Drillers from Bakersfield High with 27 seconds remaining in this first half of the ball game with a score Trojan 6 and Drillers 3. Incidentally, if you have a chance now, I think that the youngsters in the family and mom and dad too would enjoy seeing this booklet from your neighbors and friends at PG&E. Don't forget it. Tells you all about instant electricity, and they'll be mighty glad to give you one absolutely free. You simply drop in at your local PG&E office. And you'll find it very informative. All members of the family will certainly enjoy it. Trojan 6, Drillers 3. 27 seconds remaining in the first half of the ball game. How are you, Robert? Attaboy. Bob McNabb. standing by here. Time is still out on the field. Reminder to score again, Trojans 6, Drillers 3, 3rd and 7. Trojans ball. Time running out in the first half. Jim Thompson calling signals. Oh. All sorts of flags down. Obvious offside, as you can see. 5-yard penalty against Foothill. Offside. Illegal procedure. Thompson keeping, and Gary stopped him at about the 13-yard line. Ernie Gary. Another timeout, this time by the Drillers. First half. Trojans 6, Drillers 3. That's the score at the moment. And kicking from the end zone, Ackerley. Arms outstretched. Strable down in the safety position, standing about midfield. The ball coming down, however, and bouncing around the 40. And goes dead at about the 42-yard line, rolls in. Steve Hubbard downing the ball. And there is the gun, ending the first half of this ball game up here at Memorial Stadium. The Trojans 6 and the Drillers 3. You know, the hard